Everybody, welcome to my channel, Be Free Now with Maria. Today I want to talk about how, generally speaking, we tend to look at what can go wrong as opposed to what can go right. And what happens is that when we feel scared about something, by default, our brain starts going into what can go wrong, right? Who's not going to like it? But if we were to swing to the other side and look at what can go right, we can see abundant possibilities and feel a lot lighter in heart. And that's not to say, by the way, if we do look at what can go, looking at what can go wrong isn't may not have its value in some way, right? I mean, there's a planning phase and we can anticipate certain things, but focusing on only what can go wrong, it's not then anticipating or planning for what can possibly go wrong, but it becomes then this maladaptive way of focusing our thoughts in which we can then see the other side, which is that, yeah, there are abundant possibilities and many things that can go right, and in many ways that we make contributions, right, that can benefit people, because we get stuck on this side. So we want to make sure that, yes, we can anticipate certain things that maybe need to be anticipated or we can plan for, and then we need to swing over to the other side and see the good that can come from it, how we are helping others, how we are making a difference, and stick with that, right? And when I say stick with it, continuously saying that to ourselves, reminding ourselves, right, of the good that can come from it, or our good intentions, and that there is a contribution that we're here to give, right? There's a purpose for us being here and for our desires. We have them for a reason. And when we follow through with them and don't get caught up on the anticipation and the planning phase of it and the what can go wrong phase of it, we open up. We open up to taking the steps that we need to take. In other words, we develop the courage, right, to take the steps that we need to take to continue making a difference. And again, this could be based on projects or based on how we show up on relationships, but we are making a difference. And we want to remember that. We make a difference when we just smile. We make a difference. We make a difference when we focus on what can go right, right? Because when we're focusing on what can go right, now we're like, okay, wow, these good things can come from it. And then we start to feel good. When we start to feel good, we also, right, get that good flow within us. And once we have that good flow, we're more apt to make a move. When we're feeling yucky and dense inside, then we're more likely to hold ourselves back. So we want to swing, right? What can go right? What can go right? Well, a lot of things can go right. But at the very least is that you show up to do what feels good to you and what feels right, right? And that you find that courage to swing and to the other side and to stay there, in that space, so that you have that motivation to take the steps that you need to take to, do what feels good, do what feels right, to express yourself in the way that you want to express yourself and not hold yourself back from what is that you really want. So when you're worrying about what can go wrong, think, what can go right? Right? How can I make a difference if I were to do this? And there may be some people who may not agree, who may feel disappointed, but there are also going to be people that are going to benefit, right? And are going to like it and may find support through it in whichever way, right? I mean, you show up to work and you follow through with the good things that you want to follow through with, then you may find yourself like really making other people's lives that much better, because the way you showed up to work that day made a difference. Now, there may be somebody who in the background is a little jealous or something else may happen, but if you stop yourself because someone may be jealous or someone may not agree with your style or may not approve of you in some way, then you stop your flow. You stop your flow. You stop with yourself from what you really want to do, and you stay stuck in that fearful place, and no one prospers. You don't prosper. The people that you're here to help, the people that you're here to serve won't prosper, and so forth. So coming over to the other side and thinking about what good can come from it and how it will make you feel if you do follow through is where you want to really kind of focus your attention. So with that said, before I end, Let me see what word I'm going to pick from my bag of words and to see what else I'm inspired to share. Oh, 2 words again. Look at this. All right. Oh, jealousy. Look at that. And relief. Okay, so jealousy. Okay, so it's funny that word, right, came out because I just thought about that some people, yes, may feel jealous, right, if you like, shining at your job or something. But people feel jealous for many different reasons. But the bottom line is when people are feeling this, it really has nothing to do with the fact that you're not doing the right thing. It just has something to do with the way they're feeling about themselves. Not so much whether they're good or bad people. Innately, they're probably just very good people, but who may be struggling in that particular moment, and then, feeling this sense of jealousy. That's part of being human. It's not to hate them or judge them for it, but to recognize that it has nothing to do with you. It's just a space that they're in that particular moment. It doesn't define them, and it definitely doesn't have to define you. Right? And the next word is relief. Yes, you're going to find a lot of relief when you are thinking about what can go right and walking towards what feels good to you and showing up the way you want to show up, because then you're not holding back and feeling resentful and so forth, right? Because if you hold yourself back, chances are you're going to feel resentful that you're not moving forward. And then it goes into, blame and irritability and all kinds of other things may manifest itself because you're holding yourself back. But when you don't hold yourself back and you think about what good can come from it, then you feel relief because you're being authentic to yourself. You're following your heart's desire. And when you're following what feels good to you, you're in alignment with your soul. You have a purpose. We all have a purpose. We're here for a reason, and we're here to learn and to grow. And when we allow ourselves to learn and to grow, and we shift from any thoughts that are holding us back, we are then more in alignment with our soul's calling. And of course, we're going to feel relief. We're going to feel good, right? So I like to remind myself that, yes, we have a divine purpose, and there is this divine energy and presence that is supporting all of us. And when we connect with that, and when we think about the good that can come from it and what we truly want from our heart's desire, then we are going to feel good. We're going to feel lighter in heart, and it is going to be great. A lot greater than holding ourselves back, I can tell you that. And that's not to say, right, that we're not going to face challenges when we're moving forward in the direction that we want to go in. But even with those challenges, we're definitely going to feel better, and we're definitely going to feel relief because it is more in alignment with what we really want to do. So I hope that helps and that you have a wonderful day. Bye for now.